Mr. Speaker, human dismemberment is a painful and absolutely frightening way for anyone to die. But in Planned Parenthood clinics across the country, such violence against children is commonplace. Subsidized by $500 million annually, Planned Parenthood kills a baby every 2 minutes, snuffing out the lives of over 7 million infants since 1973. A staggering loss of life, a staggering loss of children. Madam Speaker, now because of undercover videos by the Center for Medical Progress, we know Planned Parenthood is also trafficking in baby parts, turning babies into human guinea pigs while making the abortion industry even richer than before. Although much of the media continues to ignore this scandal, Planned Parenthood's meticulously crafted facade of care and compassion has been shredded. Caught on tape, Planned Parenthood's top leadership, not interns or lower-level employees, show callous disregard for children's lives while gleefully calculating the financial gain. Which begs the question, do Americans really know what horrors are done to children in Planned Parenthood clinics? Have congressional colleagues, has President Obama watched the videos yet? In one clip, Dr. Deborah Nucatola, Senior Director of Planned Parenthood Federation of America's Medical Services and a late-term abortionist herself, says on camera, "We have been very good at getting heart, lung, liver, because we know that I'm not going to crush that part. I'm going to basically crush below, I'm going to crush above, and I'm going to see if I can get it all intact." I would say a lot of people want liver, and for that reason, most providers will do this case under ultrasound guidance so they will know where they are putting their forceps. In other words, crush the baby to death, but do it in a way that preserves organs and body parts for sale. Planned Parenthood's Medical Directors Council President, Dr. Mary Gatter, appears on the video nonchalantly talking about utilizing, quote, less crunchy abortion methods, again, to preserve body parts. Regarding the price tag for baby body parts, she says, "Let me just figure out what others are getting, and if this is in the ballpark, then it's fine. If it's still low, we can bump it up." That is the price. "I want a Lamborghini," she says. Planned Parenthood's National Director for the Consortium of Abortion Providers, Deborah Van der Heij, says, "We're just trying to figure out as an industry," abortion is an industry, and I continue to quote her, "how we're going to manage remuneration because the headlines would be a disaster. Concern for making money and avoiding bad press. No concern whatsoever for the child victim." Holly O'Donnell, tissue procurement technician for STEM Express, a biotech company that partners with Planned Parenthood, says some women undergoing abortions did not give consent for these baby body parts to be trafficked. And she says on the video that pregnancy tests are potential pregnancies, they are potential specimens. They think of the pregnancy test as a way of getting more specimens. So it's just taking advantage of the opportunities. O'Donnell also says how her supervisor told her to cut through the face of a baby in order to get brain tissue. Quote, "She gave me the scissors and told me that I had to cut down the middle of the face. I can't even describe what that feels like," she says on tape. H.R. 3134 made an order under this rule, authored by an extraordinarily caring and compassionate member of Congress, Diane Black, places a year-long moratorium on funding for Planned Parenthood and redirects withheld monies to other facilities that provide women's health. Mr. Speaker, the videos have also brought into sharp focus the fact that some babies actually survive abortions. Dr. Savita Gindi, Vice President and Medical Director of Planned Parenthood's Rocky Mountains, confesses that sometimes we get, if someone delivers before, we get to see them for their procedure, and then the babies are intact. That means born alive. That means born alive. The fetus just fell out, she says. It just fell out. If the baby fell out, what happens to that baby? Tragically, we know what happens. They are killed, and some of their organs are stolen. So the second bill made in order by the rule, the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act, authored by pro-life champion Trent Franks, simply says any child who survives an abortion must be given the same care as any other premature baby born at the same gestational age. The new bill builds on the landmark Born Alive Act, Infant Protection Act of 2002, authored by Steve Chabot, by adding important enforcement provisions. I would remind my colleagues that it was just 2 years ago that the infamous Philadelphia abortionist Kermit Gosnell was convicted of killing children as well as women in his clinics, but children who were born alive after an attempted abortion. The grand jury report describes his practice, and I read the entire report. You ought to read it as well. Gosnell had a simple solution for unwanted babies he delivered. He killed them. He didn't call it that. He called it ensuring fetal demise. That way, he ensured...
The gentleman's time has expired.
And he called it snipping and killed it. Support these two bills, I say to my colleagues.
The gentleman...